Now, what's the fastest way to get to $10,000 with dropshipping on Shopify? Alright, what's good everybody? I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about what is the fastest way to get to $10,000, per month, fucking per day. It doesn't really matter, whatever you want to call it. It's just like kind of like the elements to get up to that number, and specifically, kind of just depends on how you scale it and all that. But how to get to $10,000 as a complete beginner. Now, I know I made a video kind of similar to this a while ago, but that was when I was a lot smaller. So we have a lot of new people to the channel, and a lot of you guys are beginners. I think like 75% of you guys, maybe 90% of you guys are like mostly beginners with dropshipping. So we got a lot of new faces on the channel, so I want to make this video again, but make it a lot better than the last one I made, which I don't even know if that video is still on my channel. But yeah, so what's the fastest way to get to $10,000 as a complete beginner with dropshipping on Shopify? Now, before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys real quick that the full dropshipping mastery course is now available, and if you want it, it'll be the first thing in the description. Go ahead and get it, and let's go ahead and dive into the video. Alright, so let me go and open up Google Docs real quick. Alright, so it's gonna be 9 different key points, and they're all blacked out right here, and then, you know, as we go through them, I'll, you know, show you guys them. So number 1 is your drive, and what I mean by that is like your drive to, you know, want to succeed. Now, I never really talk about this on my channel because me personally, when I was first getting started with entrepreneur stuff or making money online or dropshipping, whatever you want to call it, when I was first getting started in this area, people would always talk about, you know, your drive or your perception on money or like your mindset or just stuff like that, right? And I always hated that when I talked about it because like I didn't really care about that. I didn't think that it mattered, but it does matter like a lot. Like it plays a big role in your success with anything, not even just dropshipping, just anything, literally anything. So you need to have a drive. So, you know, what are you motivated by? What are your goals that you want to achieve? And the biggest thing is, you know, your why. Like why do you want to make this much money? Why are you doing this? You know, because you're gonna fail with dropshipping. Like 95% of you guys are gonna fail with dropshipping, like over and over and over again. But eventually you'll hit success as long as you guys have like an actual drive and, you know, you have a why, you know, why you're trying to make money. So for example, for me, when I was first getting started with trying to make money online, my why was, you know, my mom and my sisters, right? I wanted to be able to support them, you know, through college and all that because my mom can't afford that. So I wanted to be able to, you know, support them, and that was my why, and that kept me going after all the times that I failed, because as most of you guys know, it took me 9 different stores in order to even hit my first, like, basically successful store. And it's not, I don't want to say successful because it wasn't that successful. It was like $21,000 in revenue in a month, which was only like $6,000, $8,000 in profit, which is pretty good, but it's nowhere near what I wanted to be making. But you know, you gotta start from somewhere. So that was my why, right? Support my family, basically, my mom and my sisters. So make sure you guys have a why, like why you want to do it. And like I said, it sounds weird coming from me because I never talk about this stuff on my channel. I'm more like upfront and like just blunt about everything. But this is extremely important. So make sure you guys actually have a, you know, a true why and, you know, a reason why you want to go out there and actually make this much money or be successful or anything. Because whenever you fail, you think about your why, it's going to drive you to just keep going hard and, you know, keep trying to reach a success that you want to achieve. So that's number 1 is your drive, your mindset, you know, your why, and all that stuff. That's number 1. That's really important. So don't just like forget about that. Don't just like look over that. That's fucking important. So keep that in your mind and actually take the time to think about that. And then number 2 is your marketing strategy, right? So there is a bunch of different things you can do. You can do Facebook ads, Google AdWords, SEO, influencer marketing, Instagram influencers. You can do YouTube ads. There's a whole bunch of different stuff out there. But if you're a beginner, if you're a complete beginner, the easiest thing to get into, the simplest thing to get into, and the quickest way to make money with dropshipping is by using Instagram influencers. And I've made plenty of videos about this on my channel. I go fully in depth on this inside my course, which is in the description if you want it. So I don't want to spend too much time on Instagram influencers, but if you want to learn more about that, go to my channel, look around, get inside the course, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to, you know, learn about that, because that is the easiest way to make money as a beginner with dropshipping, is by using Instagram influencers. So just to briefly kind of give you guys an overview of what this is that basically it's where you pay a meme page with, like, for example, let's say I want to run an ad on an influencer, Instagram influencer account. I'm pretty sure you guys all know what WorldStar is, the huge meme page, viral content kind of page. I'll go out there, contact them, email them, DM them, whatever, get their rates for how much they charge for a post. They'll give me their rates. They probably charge like $6,000, or I think it's like 7K or 10K or something. You go out there, get their rates, And then, for example, let's say I want to do like a 24-hour post for 10 grand. I'll go out there and pay them at $10,000 for a post, and then set up, you know, the time I want them to post on, you know, the day, and how I want it to be laid out and all that. I'll pay them, and then they'll post it on the day and the time that I tell them to post it on. And then that's how you generate sales and get traffic. Because traffic is the bloodline of your store. You don't have any traffic, you're not gonna make any sales or none of that. So that's just a brief explanation of influencers. I don't want to dive too much into that because that's like what I mainly talk about on my channel is influencers. So if you want to learn more about influencers, like I said, I make plenty of videos on my channel. Go ahead and just watch other videos, or you can go get inside the course where I go fully in detail on all that stuff. So influencer marketing, Instagram influencers, that's what I recommend, especially if you're a beginner, all right? Especially if you're a beginner. So yeah, number 3 now. Number 3 is gonna be your offer. So what I mean by that is, what is your special offer that you're gonna be offering the potential customer? You know, is it 10% off? Is it 20% off? Is it free plus shipping? Is it buy one, get one free? You know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a recommendation of what I like to do for my offers. Now, real quick, I wanna say, I don't recommend free plus shipping because the profit margins are so shit. You get like $5, maybe if you're lucky, $10 per sale off of free plus shipping. So I don't recommend free plus shipping unless your main goal is to get data and then go to Facebook with the data that you have. But what I recommend for your offer on just in general, for, you know, any marketing strategy, you know, Facebook ads or anything, what I recommend your offer be is either a big retail discount. So 50% off, 60% off, you can even do 75% off, but that kind of like, it's kind of pushing it, like it's kind of like too good to be true, unless it's on like Black Friday or Cyber Monday or something like that. But yeah, what I like to do for my offer is either 50 or 60% off, and then with free shipping, always. That's another thing as well. You always want to have free shipping, always have free shipping, all right? Because nobody wants to pay extra than they're already gonna have to pay, right? So that's what I recommend for the offer, 50 to 60% off. That's number 3, and that's also really important as well, because your offer is gonna be, you know, the reason why the customer is gonna have to, you know, wanna buy like on the spot. So you'll be like 50% off for the next 24 hours only. You know, you're adding urgency and scarcity as well, and all that. So number 3 is the offer, and then number 4 is the most important thing, and that is the product that you're gonna be selling. Now this is everything, all right? This is the most important thing. This is above everything when it comes to drop shipping. Your product is literally everything, all right? So if you're doing everything good, you know, your marketing strategy is good, you have a good drive, you have a good offer, everything is good, but your product is trash, you might make 5 sales and then never make any more. Like, your product is literally everything, right? It's kind of obvious, but people don't understand that your product is literally every fucking thing. So you guys might be wondering, what product should I sell, or where do I find products, you know, that I want to sell, or all that, or any of that stuff. So if you guys have been watching me for a while now, you guys know what I'm going to say already. And I recommend that you guys sell a product that is already selling, right? I say that in literally every single video, but there's a reason why I say it in every fucking video, because it fucking works. So sell a product that is already selling, because if you do that, it basically cuts out all the guesswork, right? And now with my method that I use to find my products, you also have the ad copy as well that already works for these other brands, but it's gonna work for you too, as well as you know, if you just replicate it basically. So your product is very, very, very important. And if you want to learn how I find, you know, if I like my strategies that I use to find products that are guaranteed to sell, there's 4 different methods, but if you guys want one of the methods, I'll leave like a link up here. You can go and click that and check it out. I made it a while back, so I look kind of different, but yeah. If you guys want to know one of the 4 strategies that I use to find guaranteed selling products, and click the link that was up here a second ago. If you guys want to know all 4 of the methods that I use to find products that are guaranteed to sell, then you guys can go ahead and get inside the course. I go over 4 different product research methods where I find products that are literally guaranteed to sell. 4 different ones, so if you want that, go ahead and get inside the course. First link in the description. But yeah, so product is very, very important, all right? Without a good product, you're not gonna make any money. It's that simple. Now, number 5 kind of ties into number 4 in a way, and this is your ad copy, and a lot of people don't really understand what this means. Now, basically what an ad copy is you know, your photos or the videos that you're using in order to like promote the product, and like the caption that you're using and all that. That's what an ad copy is. It's basically all the stuff you're using to promote a product, right? So your ad copy is the second most important thing out of everything. Number 1 is your product. Number 2 is your ad copy. If you have a good product but a bad ad copy, you make a few sales here and there. If you have a good ad copy but a bad product, you make a few sales here and there. But you need to have a good ad copy and a good product. They need to both like come together well. So how do you make a good ad copy is a question you're probably asking right now. Now, for me specifically, I don't really make my ad copy myself. I kind of base it off of what's already working for other people, and I'm able to find out what's working for other people using my product research strategy, which was up here a second ago. So click that video, go watch it if you want to figure out the ad copy. So the ad copy is extremely fucking important as well. Like I said, it's like the second most important thing besides the product. So that's number 5. Number 6 is obviously gonna be your store. And I don't mean like, you know, you just gotta have a store up, whatever. I mean like you have to have like an actually good looking store that doesn't look just like some shit you threw up in like 5 minutes, right? It has to look actually good. And there is a problem though with a lot of you guys. Like a lot of you guys take way too long. Like you guys take way too fucking long on your store. Like some of you guys literally are taking like a month and a half to 2 months to work on your store. There is no reason for you to take that long on a store. At the very most, you should be spending a week on your store. At the very, very, very most, a week. For me, it literally takes 25 minutes to build a store. Maybe even quicker, like 20, 15 minutes. Like, you should not be spending a fucking month on your store. If you're spending a month on your store, you're already doing something wrong, because just don't overthink it, all right? Your store obviously needs to look really good, but it shouldn't take you a whole month, because you're just wasting time, like, if you're doing that. Don't spend any longer than a week on your store, because if you do that, you probably won't even like end up taking action and actually trying to sell the product and all that. So at most, spend a week making your store. Now, what do you need on your store to make it look good and legit? First thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need correlating colors. So for example, like what I like to do for my stores is I like to use 3 different colors. I like to use black, white, and then the third color, like a standout color. So black, white, and blue, black, white, and pink. You know what I mean? So make sure all the colors are coordinating, like they're all coming together. And then another big thing is the font. Make sure you're using one font for your whole entire store. That's also another big thing, just to make the site look a little bit better, make everything come together and correlate and all that. And another thing you need to have is trust badges on your product page. Now, there's an app I like to use, and it's called Free Trust Badge by Hector. And Hector is spelled like Hektor, I believe. It's a free app, and it's just a trust badge app. It's extremely simple to install. Make sure you get that, because trust badges are very important for your product page. For you know, obvious reasons. And then you also need to have apps on your store that are creating urgency and scarcity to get the people that are coming to your store to buy on the spot. You don't want them to second guess their, you know, if they're gonna buy it or not. You need to make sure you're creating urgency and scarcity by having stock countdowns, like a sell countdown, like 50% off sell ends in, you know, 43 minutes, or like only 12 left in stock, like stuff like that. You need to have that in your store as well, just to push people over the edge so they don't double think their purchase. Now, number 7 is your brand image. And this is something that I don't think I've ever talked about. I don't see anybody ever talking about this on YouTube or in any other courses. Your brand image is extremely important. Even if you're not trying to make like an actual brand, you're just trying to make like a general store, or just trying to make like a quick store to make like, you know, quick money, I guess you could say. Your brand image is still like everything. And you guys are probably asking, how do you make, you know, a good brand image? And basically all you need to do to create a good brand image for, you know, at least a dropshipping store, is you just need to have good content on your Instagram feed, and good high quality photos for your product photos, right? Because if all your photos on your store have like watermarks in them, and they're all like blurry, or they're all just white background images, you're gonna have a terrible brand image. Now, let me give you guys an example of a company that has a good ass brand image. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of them before. If you're a guy, you probably heard of them for sure. It's called The Gold Shop, right? As you see here, off the bat, huge social proof, great for the brand image. They have Kevin Durant, like flexing his like chain that he got from him or something. They got Carmelo Anthony, 21 Savage. I don't know who that is. Don't get mad at me, but I don't know who that guy is. But that's just huge off the bat. Great social proof, and obviously you don't have to go out there and get fucking 21 Savage or Kevin Durant to, you know, wear your whatever you're selling or anything. That's not what I'm trying to say, but this is just a good example of a good brand image right here, right? And as you guys can see, all their product photos are extremely high quality. This is huge. Literally, there is not a single bad photo on this whole entire website. And this is obviously an actual brand. They're not drop shippers, obviously, but this is like what I mean, like, look at the brand image is perfect. Every photo is high quality. So that's what I mean by brand image, just good high quality content. And not only that, you also need to have social proof as well. So that kind of ties into the brand image, right? You need to have social proof on for your store. So when you're doing influencer marketing, you're obviously gonna have an Instagram account that you're gonna have to, you know, drive traffic to. What I recommend is you need to buy 10,000 followers. At the very minimum, 5,000 followers, right? And people always ask me like, oh, how do you get organic followers? Don't even worry about that. Just buy the followers. Just get it over with. Buy the followers, buy 5,000, 10,000 followers, and then get that out the way, and then you automatically have a decent brand image by just buying followers. It just looks way better in the customer's eyes. And not only buying followers, you also need to get the social proof on your likes for all your photos. So, you know, get like if you have 10,000 followers, get like 200 to 400 likes on every single photo. You can buy likes as well. They're not that expensive. And if you have like 5,000 followers, then just get like 100 likes on every photo. And don't worry about the comments. The comments really don't matter that much. But just buy followers. Like I said, the minimum, the absolute minimum is 5,000 I would get. And then you can also, you also should buy likes as well for every single photo that you're posting. And then you should also get about 21 photos before you start running ads for your influencer campaigns and all that. So that's a quick rundown on a brand image. You need to have good social proof, high quality content. You don't have to take your photos, you don't have to take all the photos yourself, which you should. Once your product that you're selling starts doing good, you should obviously, you know, order the product yourself and get content for it and all that. But brand image is huge. You need to have a good brand image to make, you know, your brand look legit and safe to buy from. Now, number 8 is email marketing, all right? And this is good for just side money. Like this, I think they say that like email marketing is, or your email, you bring like an extra like 20% or 20% of all your sales will come from email marketing or something like that. Now me personally, I don't do my emails myself. I actually hire someone to do my emails for me to, you know, create email sequences and all that for me. But a quick overview on what I recommend for email marketing is get an app like MailChimp, or I think there's one called like Klaviyo, I believe, and basically just set up email sequences for, you know, abandonment carts and all that. So what an email sequence is that it's basically a set amount of emails that go out to a specific customer that does a specific action on your store. So the most common one is an abandonment cart email, but there's a sequence to it. So you could send 3 different emails, which is a sequence, and then the first email will be like just a reminder that the customer added this product to the cart and didn't buy it, just like a quick reminder. And then the second email in the sequence will be like the same thing, but they'll offer a discount code, like 10% off. And then the third email, which is the last email in the sequence, will be like the same thing as the second one, but it will be a bigger coupon code, so like 20% off, right? So that's what an email sequence is, and that's kind of the easy way to do email marketing. So you should definitely do email marketing just to bring in, you know, extra money. Like I said, I think they say like 20% of all your revenue is gonna come from email marketing if you're doing it correctly. I believe it's like 20 to 30%, but email marketing is a great way to bring in extra money and all that for your dropshipping store. And then number 9 is retargeting ads. And this is also another way to bring in extra money as well. And what retargeting ads are basically just Facebook ads where you're retargeting people who, you know, come to your website, or people who add to cart, people who, you know, initiate checkout but don't buy. That's what retargeting ads are. They're very simple to set up. There's plenty of videos on the internet talking about this. They're very simple to set up. But yeah, this is a great way to also bring in extra money for your dropshipping store. So those are the 9 key things: your drive, marketing strategy, Instagram influencers, which is what I recommend, your offer, your product, ad copy, store, brand image, email marketing, and retargeting ads. That is a basic blueprint and all the, you know, key elements that you need in order to make $10,000 as a beginner with dropshipping. So make sure you guys remember all this stuff that I went over. It's all very important. That's gonna wrap up the video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys drop a sub. And if I helped you guys out at all, if you guys learn anything new, brought you guys any type of value, drop a like on the video. And like I said at the beginning of the video, the full course is now available. So if you want the dropshipping mastery course, it'll be the first link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.